a nice woman from the battlefield. Yeah, make him happy. Maybe he lost my mother passed away. Maybe.
But it says lecha leisha.
Right.
So from lecha you could learn only for yourself.
Okay. But they learn from where?
Shelo yikach shtei nashim.
If I thought he could bring back one of the girls?
You might think that he could bring back for his father. No, he can't. But the word of the Gemara says shtayim. The Tosfot says shtayim doesn't exist. Take that out of the text.
So what does
Because
he
he,
say?
right?
So what does he say? Shelo yikach nashim?
Shelo yikach b'shvil aviv.
They both desire. They both desire.
No, father's at home sleeping, watching football. Now he comes, the man sees two beautiful sisters. Let me take one for my father. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushin b'mitzvotav v'tzivot naniach tefillah.
Sunday afternoon.
No, you could only take one anyway. Huh? No.
I would leave them both there. Why great problems, you know?
In Colombia, they know systems how to get everything. Okay, good, excellent. But now we have the what? We have that Gemara. You have to make a choice between the two. You take which one you like, more you take. You can't take both of them. I think they had a song. Make up your mind. Maybe it's by, I don't know if it's called like
Heard of it?
No, me and Danny right away.
maybe it's the Grateful Dead. You know the Grateful Dead?
Yeah.
You don't know them.
Yeah,
Mr. Garcia, oh, see, it shows you that from the California area. The Grateful Dead had a great abbreviation. When you go to the concert, they give you a big sticker. God. I don't know how they got God. It should be just G-O-D.
Grateful Dead.
Grateful Dead.
G and then put the O and the D. Grateful Dead. And put God.
That was, maybe they just put GD. Mr. Giddy, you think we were going to wait for you? He's nice.
I mean, the hacking started.
He started the Gemara. Yes, we went through the Shita of Rashi, of Tosfot.
Really, all that?
Came Joe and answered us the Tosfot, explained us Tosfot, Haki Garsinan. We explained that there's only Haki Garsinan in what case? In the case of Rashi, we follow his text, but otherwise we do not follow his text. Okay, that was yesterday's Gemara. Let's go a little further now. We did a beautiful Tosfot. At the top of the page, we said the Gemara goes on and says that he shouldn't take her in the actual milchama time. We did this interesting Tosfot, Chafet.
That's Ramban. That would be Ramban's opinion.
Yes.
For the oil.
Keep it in the back of your memory.
Chafet Amud Aleph, top of the page. We're on 6 lines, 7 lines on top of the page. But we did an interesting Tosfot, and let's do it again quickly. We're going to do Tosfot first. Yeah, Tan Rabbanan, excellent. Shelo Yechalsenu b'milchama. So we have a machloket Rashi Tosfot, which we should take out a lot of musar from the shitat of Rashi. What does Rashi tell us? Rashi and the Ramban are both of the opinion, seemingly, that what? That when does this act take place? At home. I don't know why he said oil. Mr. Gindi, I didn't say oil. At home. When you go back to your house, you do it. So Tosfot asked the question. Let's read it. Pirush b'kuntras. Who is the kuntras? Those are the notes of our holy grandfather Rashi. Lavo aleim mashma mitov pirusho b'milchama asur lavo aleim. From the Perush of Rashi, it seems that it's asur to have relations with a captive woman. Where?
In the battle.
In the battlefield. Kol ikar, whatsoever. Va'afilu biyarishona. Eno mutar ad le'achar kol ha'masim. You're only allowed to come on her after all the masim. You go home, you grow her hair, you grow her nails. Eno mutar ad le'achar kol ha'masim v'tema. And this is the wonder. Im ken ma'kama lo. How does that help? Tosfot has a very powerful question series. The Torah is the man's hormones are going crazy. He's killing people, right? Ki asur.
We're allowing it because
Right?
of yesterday.
Ki asur ad shevala beito. What kind of heter is that?
Right.
L'asur kol ha'masim hech nitpayesh yitzro b'kach akati ika yetzara b'milchama u'biyato ad yerech yamim. And he brings it to the house after 30 days. So comes Tosfot and says an unbelievable statement. V'od kasher. Another question. What's the question, Joe? Amai karila basar temutot. Why is she called forbidden meat? She's mutar after.
Right.
V'od kasher mihad perak bet v'sanhedrin. And further, we have a story. And the Tamar, she was Bat Yafat Torah. Tamar, we said the story that David took this girl when her mother was in the war. Now, when did he take her? So if he took her after Giroach, then there will be no difference between her and her brother. So it must be what?
So wait, Rabbi, what's the initial part of the
I don't know what you're talking about.
Back.
Welcome back. Atzlacha.
You brought us maybe a little warmth and sunshine.
The soldiers did not prohibit her with bad fighting. And this means that during wartime, an initial act, Rabbi, of cohabitation. What's that?
I figured anyway you're going to have a hard time finding parking.
What's in the
The first one. Our question
Start again.
is,
Start
there's
again. Don't
two
take my-
possibilities. The first day one on the battlefield, or day 30 in the house. When is the first time that he's allowed? That's our machloket.
Right, I know that.
Okay, let's go back.
My question is, what's the
Mauricio, I'm going to say it over
of cohabitation?
for the doctor. I don't know what you're talking
The
about.
initial act is
No,
not-
leave.
Okay.
Doctor, listen to what we're having. A man goes and does what?
Right.
He goes and he goes to war.
War, exactly.
Now the Gemara goes on and makes a drasha on the pasuk Tetzele Milchama. He could take a beautiful woman. The Gemara says, does she have to be beautiful? She could be ugly. We talked about Magic Johnson. She could be ugly. No.
You haven't said the name,
I didn't say. So bottom line is,
He's attracted.
he's attracted. Even though on Poinsettia Boulevard, all the worst women there, he's attracted. Whatever, that's good enough. We said, can he take two? No, he can't take two. He only take one. Well, he wants to take one for his father also, one for his brother. Only for himself one. Then the Gemara goes on and says, we have the that was before. There's the concept of Biyah Rishonah and Biyah Shniah. Now the Gemara doesn't tell you what Biyah Rishonah is and what Biyah Shniah is. Comes to Rashi and says Biyah Rishonah is after you take her home. You're not touching her on the battlefield. You heard that?
I got you.
Okay. Now comes Tosfot and says that makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
Right.
We had three questions.
Right.
We just said just now three questions. If you missed it, you missed it. Three questions Tosfot asked on
No
that
sense
shit.
for three reasons, according to Tosafot.
Yeah, so you were sleeping. Now, for three reasons, Tosfot says it makes no sense.
Right.
First, you're telling me it's the Yetzirah. The Yetzirah is what? Is on the battlefield.
The Yetzirah doesn't wait 30 days. He wants it now.
Okay.
So,
Second reason? What was the second reason? Let's see if Joe remembers. He read it.
I remember the reason of Tamar.
That's the
the
third
third
reason.
reason I remember.
By him doing it, that's what brings us the kiddush.
Jeopardy gives you 30 seconds.
What if he does it on the 30th day? She's kosher already.
Why do you call it? Why do you call what?
Dead
Basar,
animal,
right?
Dead animal.
And then the third answer is we have a Gemara in Mesachet Sanhedrin. The Gemara goes on and says as follows. Doctor, you with us?
One dead animal. And
Okay, you missed that. You have to learn the Gemara. We're not going to go back to the dead animal. But now the Gemara goes on and tells us we have a story of Amnon and Tamar. Amnon was lovesick.
Yeah.
And now he couldn't play golf. Oh, they don't play golf. The royalty, what they play?
Polo.
The horse. Polo. He couldn't play polo. He couldn't concentrate. His friend told him, what? You can't play? He says, I'm thinking. I can't.
I'm sick.
I'm sick, lovesick. He says, what are you lovesick? Go. You have your. He said, my father will kill me.
Get what you want.
He says, my father will kill me, he tells him. He says, I give you itzah. Pretend you're sick. And tell you, listen to this. He says, listen, I have good advice for you. Pretend you're sick. You're sick. Who's going to come visit you? Your father. Not David will come visit you. And you'll say, oh, I'm knowing you're sick. What can I do for you? Bring some doctors. He says, all I need is Tamar's chicken soup. Not chicken soup, really. Pancakes. She used to make pancakes. She said, if she feeds me, I'll feel better probably. Oh, David goes and calls Tamar. He says, go and take care of your brother. He's very sick. As she comes, everything is normal. After a few minutes, he tells everybody leave me alone with Tamar. She's going to take care of me. Tamar is cooking. She brings the food. And instead of taking the food, he grabs her. And Lo Aleinu, he has his way with her. And she is crying. And she is horribly violated. Now he tells her, out! Get out of here. I don't want to see your face. She says, Amnon, you did this horrible thing. Well, let us get married. This was he said, I don't want to see your face. All of a sudden, he's crazy. He's so psycho. Right, psycho. Yeah.
No, because
Whatever it is, we're not learning. We're not learning. Now, Mr. Gindi, we're not talking about it. Let's just tell you the story. Now, all of a sudden, what takes place comes. Tamar says, "We could do this permissibly. This could be kiddushin." Now the Gemara says, "How could it be
that's our
kiddushin?
question.
They're brothers and sisters."
How could you make it permissible?
First of all, it's NG, brother, sister.
Yeah, brothers and sisters. That's the only thing they're worried about.
You're out.
So the Gemara says,
No, Rabbi, that's crazy.
listen, she's not a,
Was.
she was never a Goya. She was never a Goya. She was always Jewish.
The mother only. Her mother. was
But the mother was a Goya.
So now they
Now-
want to say if
now-
David waited 30 days and converted the mother and then had relations with
Then
her.
there would be she would be regular
everything's kosher,
sister.
and
No, then she would be a regular sister.
Yeah, full
And about
sister,
Surah.
big brother,
So what he
sister.
did, she was only a half sister. Like
So you
this.
see,
So
you
must be David had relations with her on the battlefield. Now she's only half sister, and she's permitted to him.
got it? That was what Tosfot brings out. And then
Beautiful
Tosfot,
question.
a beautiful question.
Yeah.
And the Tosfot answers and as follows. He answers that she's Temutot because she was converted by force. We don't accept usually conversion by force.
Really?
But
So Eshet Yiflat Torah who converts, it's by force.
it's a little bit by force, coercion.
A little bit by
Right.
Did
Take
that
it.
what?
If she stayed in Canaan, she
Not a
would.
voluntary conversion.
And the second answer.
So wait, all the time, the product of the Eshet Yiflat
It starts off with coercion. He brings her in.
What if he marries her?
Okay,
She gets pregnant a year later.
lower that.
Still by
No,
force.
but we're saying that the conversion process is not a conversion process where she comes to us.
Right.
But we have, okay, I'm not going to go through conversion in Torah because it's a massive field. But when the conversion is always when they come to us. Where do we see that from? The book of Ruth. That where do we learn the book of Ruth? Mr. Gindi, Naomi
She's pushing
is
her
leaving
away,
and she's pushing her away.
and she doesn't go.
And that we learn a halacha of conversion. Now what do we do?
Voluntary.
has to come. They have to chase you, and you still push them. Okay.
Push in the book.
And then Rashi brings down the, and then and then
It's just a stone.
you're distracted. Now comes the Gemara and Tosfot says, and another thing, what is the psychology of Rashi? And that we said very beautifully yesterday from a Gemara and DAF Peh in Kiddushin, that when it came to the Isur of Yichud, a man is Asur to be Miyached with Arayot. Anybody who'll come to do what? You could do an Isur with. But when a woman's a Nida, his wife is Nida, there's no Isur, Yichud. How come there's no Isur, Yichud? Well, that's how the Gemara says. And that's not what Tosfot says. That's good. We pushed you. Because the Pat Besalo. What's Pat Besalo? When a person has bread in his basket, he doesn't have to eat right away. If he has no bread in his basket, he's starving. But for example, a person's on the fast, Tanit Esther. When he's on business, he has not even thinking about eating. But now he has no food available. Oh, now he gets hungry.
Very good.
Wait, there's no Isur of Yichud between who and who?
A man and his wife was a Nida, which a Nida is considered Arayot.
So there's no Isur of Yichud because it's
Pat Besalo. That's the Gemara, Daf Pei in Kiddushin. Good?
What does the word patas mean?
Bread in his basket.
Basket. If you have no bread, we understand. But you have the bread right here, so you're okay.
You're not,
Wow. Never heard of that.
So wait, from that he wants to prove, Rashi wants to
no,
prove
that Tosfot says maybe I have an understanding of Rashi.
from that.
From there, what is the psychology of the Torah? That you're telling him he has a Yetzirah? Yeah, you have a Yetzirah, but you can't live with it until you go home.
You heard that, Rabbi?
So that's Pat Besalo.
So right now you want to compare this Yetzirah to that?
Okay, that's Tosfot. Tosfot bashes Rashi, but he says, okay, maybe you can say such a stuff. Okay, that.
He's gonna wait the 30 days because he knows
Right,
he's gonna go
right. His Yetzirah quiets down. 2 dots.
Okay.
Wow, that was a very, very interesting topic. Very good.
Amen.
Tanu Rabbanan.
Rabbi Abnon heard with his ear and he still didn't listen. That's why the connection between
Who told you that? Beautiful.
ChatGPT.
What can't you use to pierce the ear? What can't you use? What cannot use to pierce
Anything not metal.
No,
He
no.
heard
No,
that-
that's the only answer.
He heard
just
that.
some.
He heard
That's
that he was gonna
you
sleep with her,
you heard.
but he still
He
did
gave
it.
it. He beat us also.
But he-
He's better than you.
Okay.
Why? Because we're poseg. Anything which is not metal, you can't use. So if you have a wood,
No good.
said no good. If you have a plastic nail, no
No
good.
good. Has to be metal.
Some also. If it's not metal, it's no good.
Because the olo is the metal.
Now, but we do have an
Same category,
opinion,
same category.
which was Rabbi Yochanan said only Sam is no good, everything else is good. But we're posek. You need what?
Metal.
Metal. Let's go back. Now, what is metal?
What do you mean what is metal?
Now we have a chuma. We have no, because Mr. Mitlopo is going to look at me. We have a pasuk we have a pasuk in Matot tells us that when you have utensils made out of
Agala.
iron, made out of gold, silver, copper, and lead,
Aluminum and silver.
aluminum and silver.
Yeah.
No, not aluminum. No, they're wrong because they didn't have aluminum at that time. Now, what do you have to do?
Agala.
Mr. Gindi, I ignored you first, and you repeated it again.
Sorry.
You have to do tefillat kelim. You have to take him to the mikveh. Now, when you buy a new utensil from a goy and it's made out of these metals, they have to go to the mikveh. What happens if it's made of another metal? Does it have to go to the mikveh also?
What's another metal?
Aluminum.
No,
Oh, I see.
no, it's only what they used to worship with.
Are these nothing to do with worship?
Worship. We don't worship. No worship involved, yeah.
That's why we did metal, no?
We did metal because I told you the story. I was in La Jolla, California with my daughters. and my father said he has a lot of new utensils. You have to go to the mikveh, and we're holding a big black garbage bag on my back like Santa Claus, and a white Presbyterian wasp in California. It looks at us and he's painting the ocean beautiful. He's sitting on a cabana painting the ocean. He looks at me, he looks at my daughters, he says, "You don't have a garbage can in your house, you have to bring your garbage here." So first I told him, first of all, how do you know I'm not taking the garbage from here to my house? he smiled at me. And I told him, I opened up the bag and they're all brand new utensils. He says, "What are you doing? You're giving these out?" Homeless, there's no homeless in La Jolla. La Jolla is a very wealthy neighborhood. The only homeless people they have there are the SEALs. So, and they're trying to get rid of them. Trying to put them in, what are they called? We have homeless people? In shelters. They don't want them on the beach. They like the smell. At night you come in and you're a rich guy, you have your beautiful house on the beach, and you want to take a walk on the shoreline, and it smells. You can't.
Rabbi, right now you can't take the extra packed with bombs because they have nowhere to sleep.
Really?
So the whole train is packed with bombs.
Oh wow.
It's a cheap night. $3. You don't even know you could.
They don't pay, Rabbi.
No, they don't even pay.
Even in the airport.
Really? In the airport? That's a good place.
What'd you say?
In the airport.
Yeah, he's right. Also.
That's a good
I don't
place.
know why they let them in. It's crazy.
No, they die, honey. You can't buy your
Freezing out.
You die, you gotta kill them. Go to shelter. Yeah,
Mr. Gindi,
you see them.
They don't want to go there.
there's no shelters.
They can't be outside.
There's no shelters. The shelters are for 500 people. When it comes to the winter time, you have over 1,000 people. I'm just giving you just numbers, but the shelters are overpacked.
Yes.
Yeah.
In this winter, in this weather, you can't.
The Mandani is entering the church.
Mr. Gindi, did you hear what I just told you?
Really?
Don't say lies.
Wow.
Say the truth.
All of next week.
Now, back here.
About to be freezing.
Back to Anikuda. So what takes place now? You got me completely confused with your airport and your
The garbage bag with the.
so the garbage bag. So I'm with the garbage
He
bag.
went to dinner.
So he tells me, "What are you going to do?" I said, "You're a Christian?" He says, "Yes." "You know John the Baptist?"
Yes.
He says, "Yes." He said, "What did John the Baptist do?" He says, "You want to get enlightened, you have to go into the Jordan River and dunk." He says, "We don't only do it to people, we do it to our utensils. When we buy new utensils, we want them to come into the sanctity of the Jewish home." So that's why, nothing to do with Avodah Zarah. Good? That is the concept of Tevilat Kelim. But let's go back. Tan Rabbanan, let's start new. Doctor, you with us? Brand new Gemara. Tan Rabbanan.
22A1.
Yes.
6th line down.
Yes.
Not yet. Tan Rabbanan imamar yomar ad yomar v'yeshna. Oh, what's the Gemara going on?
This is if he says, "I love my wife, my master."
He has to say, he has to declare it twice.
So it says v'yeshna. Let's repeat it.
Because the pasuk says twice, "Imamor yomar."
Right? That's it.
Therefore, the servant has to say it
Right?
twice.
When do you say it?
Two different times, he says.
So the question is when.
When do you say it?
Two
That's the
different
question.
times.
Like the first time, and then you wait a minute, or you do it next time. Who knows? We don't know.
You say in the beginning and the end.
So Joe, read.
Imamor yomar ad sheyomar v'yishnei. He has to say it twice.
Beautiful.
When's twice?
Amar b'tchilat shesh. If he says it at the beginning of the 6-year term,
Uh-huh.
v'lo amar b'sof, then he did not say it at the end. Eno nirtzah. He cannot go through the process of Ritziah.
So what did he say at first?
The whole 6 years to
Huh?
say.
What does he say? Yeah, no, in other words, the
He has to say
beginning of
that-
this, he has to
At
say
that point, he doesn't have
beginning
Ishti. In the
and at the
beginning of
end.
Ham, right?
No, it says here. If he says it at the beginning and he didn't say it at the end,
No, that's what
No
I'm saying.
good.
But if he
So
says
he
at
has,
the end,
what is he saying at the beginning? He
he may
says,
not have to say it at the beginning. He may have to say it
I just
at the last 2 days of the 6th year, at the end only.
Again, start again.
okay.
We don't know.
got it.
Yosef, read it.
Imamar.
Tanur Rabbanan.
Tanur Rabbanan. Im Amor Yomar.
Pasuk says,
Pasuk says double language. Teaches us Ache Yomar Veshne, that he has to say it twice.
Ad Yomar v'yishneh.
And He
That we
says
know.
it
And repeat
he
it.
says it again.
And repeat it. How did they say it in
What does it
English?
say? Ramon?
And repeat it?
Yes.
Repeat it.
Mishnah Torah.
Just repeat it.
Right?
Repeat what he said at the beginning. He said, repeat it at the end. Amar betchilat shesh. He said, go on, read, Joe.
אמר בתחילת שש, ולא אמר בסוף שש.
He said his statement at the beginning of the 6th year.
Correct.
Velo besov shesh. And he didn't say it at the end.
Right.
And on nirtzah.
Beautiful.
שנאמר,
עד לא יצא חופשי.
אם אמור יאמר.
עד שיאמר בשעת יציאה.
so the pasuk lo etze bechofshi, that means at the end.
אהה. עד שיאמר בשעת יציאה. Time he departs, right. אמר, ברייתא continues. אמר בסוף שש, ולא אמר
Now, if he
בתחילת
declares
שש.
it twice,
אינו
also
נמצא.
OLG.
שנאמר, אם אמור יאמר
No good
העבר.
also. Beautiful.
עד שיאמר כשהוא עבר. So now this case is
At the end of the 6 twice.
after the full 6
Correct.
years. He's already a free man. He's already a free man.
Right.
No good.
No good.
Because it says, Im amor yomar ha'eved. If the servant shall say, that means he has to say it while he's still a servant.
And at that time, he's not a servant no more.
Right, so he has to say it at least the day before he finishes
six.
the 6 years.
So maybe a day or
6
two
years
before
are
the
over.
6 years.
We're not a minute before.
Or an hour, whatever.
So my question is, you have to say it twice.
Right.
That's the
Yes.
whole question we're trying to learn here.
And the question was, what did he say
You
first?
understand what? You understand? And definitely
Yes.
we can split the twice. The
Right.
twice can be in the beginning or in.
No, let's go back. Let's go back.
I'm sorry.
We have a pasuk in the Torah. It says you should certainly say. Usually when you have a double language, you add the word certainly.
You there what?
Certainly. You should surely. Maybe not certainly. Surely. Double lashon. But the Gemara always likes to make a drasha. Surely is not. When Boilam tells us do shchita, you don't have to tell us twice. We understand do shchita. He said he should say. You don't have to tell me he certainly should say. We know he said. You told us to say yes. Say.
So why say
Why
twice?
twice? So the Gemara makes a drasha always. What's the drasha here? That you have to say it twice. Now, when do you say it twice? So, for example, sometimes when you have a sotah, she has to say amen, amen, amen to different statements. So on that statement, she does it at that time. She's a sotah. What's the din by Evid? When did they say et Adoni Yahavti? When did they say et Ishti Yahavti? They say it twice. Now, to say it twice, if it's not at the same time, it's a little difficult. Because if you can tell me at the beginning of the Avdut, who said he has a wife yet?
That's what I said.
And if you're going to tell me at the beginning of the Avdut, hate comes very quickly.
Maybe change his mind.
Maybe he changes his mind. At the beginning, I love my master. Yeah, I love my
That's
master.
the
The first day. The second day, he does what? He doesn't love him anymore. He tells him to go clean the toilets. We told you about the toilets in the medieval time. You remember?
No.
It's no flush.
They used to be on the 3rd floor. They built a little shelf, level, nice roof, nice made, and they had a hole. And they used to make in the hole had a pipe going to the what? You told me last time. What's around the castle? What is it called? What's around the castle? Keep the
moat?
The moat.
The moat.
Goes to the moat to alligators.
Oh, the moat's full of.
Yeah.
Really, you don't want to fall in there.
You really don't want fun.
Well,
M-O-A-T. Moat.
from the bathroom, everything that goes
Again,
down.
let's go back, Joe. We'll tell you. You see this chair?
Yeah.
Protects the castle.
They went and they built a ledge.
Stink.
They built a ledge outside the master's bedroom, outside of the castle. And what did they do? They put a pipe there, a big wooden pipe, and he would used to urinate and defecate in that pipe. He didn't have to go down. Everybody has to go to the outhouse in the middle of the night.
The high line.
Because he did the high line. Now, when you have a moat around your castle, it went into the water. But if it didn't have a moat, what do? You have to have the workers clean it out.
Clean it up, like a
So
septic tank.
the first day he doesn't have to clean it out. Comes the second day the master says, go clean it out. He hates the master now.
Oh, see.
So now
So first day
Second
doesn't work.
declaration, all right. That's the second declaration. You comparing that to the second declaration?
I'm saying what? I didn't compare anything yet. I said, what are these declarations? The Gemara says at the beginning and at the end. What is beginning at the end?
Right.
The beginning is hard for him to make the declaration which I expect to be
Not
made.
married.
He's not married. How does he know he's going to like his master after the next week? But the first day he comes in, he says, I love my master. What does that do? That's nothing. So what does it mean at the beginning? At the end, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave. So what does the Gemara mean to say at the beginning, at the end? That is our question. So let's read it again.
I'm on one.
Tana Rabbanan.
Joe.
תנורבנן, אם אמור יאמר, עד שיאמר וישנה. אמר בתחילת 6 ולא אמר בסוף 6, אינו נמצא. שנאמר, לא אצא חופשי. עד שיאמר בשעת יציאה.
Till he says the statement at the end. So even though he says,
time he's about to leave.
right.
אמר בסוף 6, ולא אמר בתחילת 6, אינו נמצא, שנאמר, אם אמור יאמר האבן, עד שיאמר כשהוא אבן. אמר
Could be
מור.
any time during the 6. Doesn't have to be the beginning. Evan.
Right. Right? It should be any time. But it could be the beginning is why the Gemara uses the term beginning. It makes really it's very difficult. We'll have to see.
Right,
how.
the beginning is a
Right.
problem. Right. Amar Mor,
You can use a relative term.
that's repeating,
Read it, go on.
repeating the Baraita. Amar Mor, אמר בתחילת 6 ולא אמר בסוף 6, אינו נרצה, שנאמר לא אצא חופשי. מהי ירייה מלא אצא חופשי?
What do we learn from what?
From, I don't want to go free. טיפוק לד בעינן, אהבתי את ארני, את אשתי ואת בניי.
Veleka.
ולקה.
Our question.
Uh-huh.
What's the question, Joe? Yosef?
He can't, if he has to say, I love my master and my wife, he can't say this at the beginning of his service.
Right. So what is he going back and repeating, saying she's not said it?
Right. And furthermore, אמר בסוף 6, ולא אמר בתחילת 6. אינו נרצה, שנאמר העבד, while he's an עבד still. Atu, סוף 6, לאו עבד הוא. After 6 years, he's no longer a servant.
So we have all these questions.
Yeah.
The bottom line, what is the question in plain, simple English? He has to make a double declaration.
We want to know.
When can he do this? At the beginning, at the end, or
In the middle.
so
Now-
he can't do it in the beginning? It makes no sense.
And to make it at the end 2 times, what do you have to say double? Now,
Right.
in truth, when you read the Pshat and you open the Emek Davar on the Pasuk, it says he has to make it, and he has to be certain in the Bedin that he's not being coerced.
That's why he goes twice.
Now, right, because the Bedin, he's sitting with his master,
Aha.
and his master's smiling at him.
Aha.
He says, Joe, tell him you like me. No, don't tell he's going to get back home and he's going to get the whip.
So he has to make 2 different appearances
So-
at the Bedin?
So,
Or he could come one
so
time and
the
say it
simplicity of the Pshat is
Yeah.
double time when he's with his master, when he's not with his master, he's coming and showing what? That it's truly
will.
my intention
Uh-huh.
to stay with the master. And that is the simple understanding. The Gemara at first does what? Comes and says, we're a little bit stuck. What does it mean? Twice. Maybe beginning, maybe end. The Gemara comes and says, if he said at the end, I understand. To say at the beginning, I don't understand. He doesn't have a wife. What does it mean? So let's finish the last piece.
אמר רבא,
תחילת.
בתחילת פירוטה האחרונה,
What does it mean?
6, בסוף פירוטה האחרונה.
So he has the ability to make these declarations at 2 different times. One at the beginning of the
Last peruta, that's very much.
That's at the end, the very end.
tell
That's
Mr. Gindi
that's
what
how much he has
So,
to pay to
what
redeem.
That's money usually. What is
Mr.
it?
Gindi.
Let's say a
He's going to explain to you.
peruta, let's say an hour's worth of work is a peruta. So at his last hour of service, while he's still a servant, he has to say, I no longer, I don't want to leave. And then he has to say it again before the end of the peruta's work. Which means in that hour he has to say it twice.
So, okay, that's not exactly the
Something
Pshat.
like that. While there's still a
That's
peruta
not
work.
exactly the Pshat. We'll discuss the Pshat tomorrow. But that is the idea. Everybody have a very, very good day. That's lichu. Ezrat Hashem, you will be zocher too.
Medayek on the language.
Like
This,
the whole, this whole from